Once upon a time, in a kingdom filled with sunshine and laughter, lived a gentle king and his 7 beloved children. He had 6 lively, kind-hearted sons and a youngest daughter, whose heart was as soft as it was brave. Every day their joyful voices would echo through the castle, weaving a tapestry of warmth and happiness. But this perfect world was shattered when the queen passed away. The king, in his grief, eventually remarried. His new wife was stunningly beautiful, but her smile never quite reached her eyes, and a coldness seemed to follow her wherever she went. A deep unease settled in the king's heart. Fearing for his children's safety from the queen's hidden intentions, he made a difficult choice. He secretly sent them away to a hidden castle, nestled deep within a dense, quiet forest, a place where he believed they would be safe. For a time, this fragile peace held. The children adapted to their new life, their bond growing stronger in their secluded home. But secrets rarely stay buried forever. One day while the king was away on royal duties, the queen discovered a magical, shimmering thread. Curious and suspicious, she followed it as it unwound, leading her on a twisting path deeper and deeper into the woods until she stood before the hidden castle. With a heart full of malice, she unleashed a powerful, cruel spell. In a flash of dark light, the 6 princes were transformed. Their human forms melted away, replaced by feathers and wings. They became 6 beautiful white swans, and with cries of sorrow that pierced the forest silence, they soared into the sky, disappearing over the treetops. Only their little sister was spared. Standing alone in the sudden, deafening silence of the forest, a wave of fear and profound sadness washed over her. The world she knew had vanished. Yet, as tears streamed down her face, a flicker of defiance sparked within her. She whispered to the empty air, a promise to herself and her lost brothers, that she would not give up. She would find them. She would save them, no matter what it took. That single promise became her guiding star. Hope, that stubborn, resilient light, burned brightly in the sister's heart when she finally found her brothers again. In a hidden cove by a moonlit lake, they would briefly regain their human forms each night. They told her the heartbreaking truth. There was only one way to break the curse. It was a task that seemed impossible. She had to gather magical star-shaped flowers that bloomed only in graveyards, spin them into thread, and sew 6 shirts, one for each of them. And throughout this entire ordeal, for 6 long years, she must remain completely silent. A single word spoken would not only fail to break the spell, but would seal their fate forever. The weight of this task was immense, a burden of silence and endless labor. But looking at her brothers' anguished faces, she agreed without a moment's hesitation. Love gave her a strength she never knew she possessed. So her silent vigil began. Day after day, night after night, she worked tirelessly. Her delicate fingers became calloused from gathering the thorny flowers and weaving the magical thread. She never spoke, never laughed, never even cried out in pain. Her silence was her shield, her labor, her prayer. Her entire world became the 6 shirts, each stitch a testament to her unwavering love. Years passed. One day, a kind and noble king from a neighboring land was hunting in the forest and stumbled upon the silent, beautiful girl. He was captivated by her gentle spirit and her mysterious grace. Though she could not speak to tell him her story, he saw the goodness in her eyes. He fell in love, brought her back to his kingdom, and made her his queen. Even in the royal court, surrounded by luxury, she never forgot her mission. Every night, she would slip away to a secret chamber to continue her sacred work. But her strange silence and nightly disappearances bred suspicion. Vicious rumors began to swirl, spread by those who were jealous of the king's favor. They accused her of dark and terrible things. Because of her vow, she could not speak a single word to defend herself. As the lies grew more monstrous, she was condemned, her fate sealed by the very silence that was meant to save her family. Yet, even as she faced her darkest hour, her faith did not waver. Just as all hope seemed lost at the final desperate moment, she tied the last knot on the 6th shirt. At that very instant, a rushing sound filled the air. 6 magnificent swans descended from the sky. As she threw the shirts over them, the enchantment shattered. Her brothers stood before the stunned crowd, returned to their true forms, handsome and whole. The truth was finally revealed, and the wicked lies turned to dust. Love, pure and selfless, had triumphed over all. Peace and joy returned to the kingdom, and the sister, her long trial finally over, stood silent for one last moment, letting the overwhelming feeling of relief and happiness settle gently in her heart before she finally spoke. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tales of courage and wonder.